So, Dreamworks just announced a new series only on Disney+. Dreamworks Plus, Peacock and Hulu. Dragons: The Nine Realms, a continuation of How to Train Your Dragon set, and I can't believe I'm saying this, set in the modern day, or 1300 years after the movies take place. I know I normally do videos about the scores, all the themes, instruments, and behind the scenes, but I decided to give some general thoughts about this announcement, why this is happening, who's involved, and of course some speculation about the music. After all, this is film score and more. First off, reactions are a bit mixed, but they're more positive than I would have expected. A lot of people are excited to have more content. Personally, I'm in the other camp. My opinion's best summed up with this clip.
It's over.
Honestly, I'm not upset that it's over, or that it was until, Wednesday. It ended, they didn't kill everyone off, we got a 9-year trilogy and what I'd call an above-average Dreamworks ending. I know fans are divided on the third movie, but it's better than these. Plus 3 shows, multiple shorts, comics, video games, etc. It's a franchise. There's a lot in it, and I feel it's enough. But we're getting more now, and of course people are excited. Now for some timeline and mythology. The title Dragons: The Nine Realms probably refers to the 9 realms of Norse mythology, which is surprising because thus far this series has had very little to do with actual Norse mythology, apart from the occasional passing reference.
Oh, the gods hate me.
There was an early draft of the script for the first movie that dealt with Thor's hammer and Norse legends, but the directors quickly realized it was just getting in the way of the real story. And as John Powell points out, dragons were never a big part of Norse mythology anyway. They were more into wolves and horses with many legs. But maybe they're tying it in now. The modern setting raises some concern. Setting it 1300 years later kind of skews the timeline. The movies never give a year they take place in because they don't need to. We know they're Vikings.
We're Vikings.
We don't need a date beyond that. But because of some of the technology, and because they've had a home between Scotland and Iceland for 300 years, it makes it seem like the movies take place towards the end of the Viking era, making 1300 years later the future? The main thing is, How to Train Your Dragon isn't the real world. It's a fantasy. It's not meant to be historically accurate. Again, Vikings didn't care about dragons anyway. Jumping ahead to the modern world is going to draw some really harsh contrast. Setting How to Train Your Dragon in the present is something I kind of joke about. I've always thought it would be almost funny if the franchise ended with a twist that revealed it's set in the modern world. So why are they doing this? Well, there's a short answer. The third movie made it into the top 15 highest grossing movies of 2019, both domestically and worldwide, and that's more than some blockbusters that year. Also, years ago Dreamworks had to purchase the rights to adapt the books into movies. I'd be willing to bet they don't have that license forever, so by making another show, they get to keep it. So NBC Universal, the current owner of Dreamworks, greenlit the series on their streaming service, Peacock, and also Hulu. Just to be clear, this show has nothing to do with Dean DeBlois, who co-wrote and co-directed the first movie, and both wrote and directed the sequels. He only stayed on past the first movie to make the series a trilogy, since he dislikes the idea of sequels continuing indefinitely. Instead, the showrunner is John Telligin, who also did Dragon's Race to the Edge. As for the music, no announcement has been made yet, but here's what I think. Will John Powell return? No. He's never done any of the shows or shorts before. In fact, I don't think he's done anything for TV. There's no hint of the score in the trailer, which they could have done if they wanted. Not every franchise does this, surprisingly, but they have used it in the trailers in the past.
There were dragons when I was a boy.
They could still end up using it in the show, just don't expect John Powell. Instead, I might expect John Paisano, who did Dragon's Race to the Edge, or Anthony Willis, who did Homecoming. Willis has worked with John Powell before and had his blessing to handle Homecoming, so it's reasonable to expect him here. And even if the themes and exotic instruments do return, I doubt they would be used the exact same way John Powell would. He was very particular about doing that himself on the sequels. This new show made me wonder if Powell's themes are somehow used in Dragon's Rescue Riders, which is supposed to be part of the franchise, but it's basically a dragon show aimed at preschoolers with talking and singing dragons, even though that already exists. They even have a Zippleback. Anyway, are Powell's themes in Rescue Riders? I checked a clip, but it really seems like this show is only related in name only. They might as well say Dragon Tales is canon too. So will I see Dragons the Nine Realms? I doubt it. It really doesn't interest me. My videos are a passion project, so I don't get paid for this. Unless you help me get a few more subscribers and about twice as much watch time, then I will get paid for this. Besides, to me,
It's over.
I think continuing the series without Hiccup and Toothless, well, that's everything it's built off of. And I'm a little disappointed they're doing this because for 2 years, I've been ready to move on to whatever the next unexpectedly good thing is. Like the first movie over 10 years ago. We're still getting another scorebook and album, and the scores mean more to me anyway. But what do you think of this announcement? Are you excited? Do you hate it? And what do you think of this video, both the content and the editing? I'm planning to upgrade from iMovie soon, which means I'll be able to put more than one thing on the screen at the same time. Check out some of my film score video essays and let me know what you'd like me to talk about. Maybe it's one I'm already planning, or maybe I should consider it. And be sure to like and subscribe for those things. That's all for me, so thanks for watching.
Go.